Hello. There's probably no one there, so I will just explain. Age of Dinosaurs, thanks, that's really nice. 15th to 17th, Age of the Dinosaurs. Oh, that's great to know. So, right, I live on a small island on the west coast of Scotland, and it's called Easdale Island. It is 64 acres big. And what was I going to say? I guess I'm a little bit nervous going live because I've not gone live very much on here. But I did say I was going to go live more often, and I guess it's breaking it down as well. So, what am I doing on Easdale Island at the moment? Well, first of all, I'm an artist. I'm a driftwood artist, a bit of everything artist, a bit of a fart artist. And so, at the moment, I'm writing, hi, Most High Sean. I'm Lisa. I live on the west coast of Scotland on a little island called Easdale Island. It's only about 64 acres. There's no cars. And what do I do there? I'm an artist. I do lots of different things, driftwood, carving, At the moment, all I'm doing is just sharing my journey in the hopes that it might inspire someone else. So Miss TurnStyle. Can't get my words out either. And so what am I doing? At the moment, I'm writing a book. Now, that's why I'm sharing my journey. It's why I'm called TurnStyle. TurnStyle your life around to a style that suits you. So that I now am able to share my journey with others in the hopes that other people can also TurnStyle their life too. And so why am I writing a book? Well, this book came to me a couple of years ago and I kind of sat on it. Moved again from there to this island, and well, life happens, and I opened a shop here in my little home here. So I live in one of these tiny, lovely little white cottages. If you scroll down on my thing, if you follow me, or feel free to follow me, I share basically my life, how I navigate life. Sometimes I get it right. Well, most of the time I get it right. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get my words out. Sometimes I don't. So I'm sharing my journey right now. I'm writing a book and I've not really shared much about it because I felt like I wanted to just be in my own thing. Have I ever wrote a book? No. I've never wrote a book. And I'll be honest with you, I thought, who am I kidding? Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm an artist, but I'm not a trained artist, nor have I got an art degree. And so that's why I'm sharing my journey, because I've never wrote a book before. And the story is really good. It's not aimed at adults. It's not aimed at teenagers. It's aimed at little kids, because I'm a bit of a little kid at heart. And it's a beautiful little story about this rooster who's feeling a little bit blue. And when you get to the end of the story, it turns into a rainbow rooster. And it's about the chakras. And if you don't know what chakras are, feel free to check out. But most people, I think, know that we have chakras in our body. And it's about the main 7 chakras. And you might think, what's that? Like 3-year-olds, how will they know? Well, this is the thing. It's going to kind of like I'm doing it in such a way that these 7 chakras have got, like, each one of them represent a little character. And they're going to have like a little dialogue with each, the rooster's going to have a little dialogue with each character. When it gets to the end of the story, obviously all the chakras light up and it becomes a rainbow rooster. So I've done most of it. I'm not sharing all my pictures right now. I've just done like a first draft. And I have, don't get me wrong, I'm hoping that this is going to be all right. I love it. I'm using some paints at the moment because I wanted to trial them out because I've got more stories to come that I've been given. This is like, I'm not selling this, by the way, but I'm just sharing what I use, and I thought I'd share it. It's called, oh gosh, I forgot the name now. I think it's Mont Blanc. Anyway, I'll put it in my comments afterwards because I can't remember. I think it's Mont Blanc watercolours, and I needed some really good pigments. some high quality pigments. I did a little bit of research before I started doing this book. I've not done any courses, by the way. I'm just winging it, because that's what I do with my life. I kind of wing it, and most of the time it works out. Thank you, Nadine, but I don't do that, and that's okay. So I did a bit of research. When I say research, so I always go by my intuition now, and that's like, so my intuition is like, right, okay, you've done a little bit of research. Watercolours was a thing. Some decent high pigment colours, colouring pencils, which I haven't got. I thought I had some. I think I left them in Bulgaria. That's another story. However, I decided that I would do the visuals first. And then I was like, I know I'm an artist and all of that, and I've not drawn since I was like a kid. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, can I pull it off and stuff? And I'm like, this is why I'm sharing my story, because if you really think you can't, then you can't. But do you know what? I've gone through such a journey, and let's face it, we all go through our own individual journey in life. And I shied away from nearly everything in my life, apart from things that have given me a good kicking up the backside. And my universe is like, whatever you're scared of doing, like me talking now here live, whatever you're scared of doing is your universe going, that's the direction, that's the direction, that's the direction. And do you know what? It'll give you a right good kick up the backside. And you know that old saying where like it'll throw you off the end of a cliff? Not literally, but it does anyway. And you have to move in such a way that it'll keep driving you forward until you do it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm sharing my art with you. So this might be a little bit boring, I don't know. But if you've never ever wrote a book before, just do it. Go for it. Just start it. Don't wait until you've had a little bit of shooing off your own universe. Just give it a good go. So anyway, I love this story so much, and I've had so much fun. My inner child of me is so happy. The other thing I was going to say, whatever you did as a kid is usually who you are as well. So if you used to paint when you were a child, if you used to climb and you loved climbing, you loved adventure, then that is who you are at core, and that's what brought you the most joy. Remember, this journey is about what brings you the most joy. For me, I love doing driftwood because I found it when I was outdoors. I love the feeling of nature. I love being out in nature. I love everything what nature does. In fact, I had something that come to me from my inner heart today, and that was, I know it's not rocket science to work out, but it's amazing how we know this and yet we kind of like carry on, and like I've had quite a lot of time out this morning just being in nothingness, and I looked out my window and I'm so grateful to live here, and it's such a joy compared to where I used to live, and it's like green grass, and I was like green grass, green grass, green grass, and I literally got green is a colour of healing, green is the colour of your heart, green is your emerald heart, green is a colour. That's why it's so amazing when you go out in nature, and why it's so fills you up with joy and love and happiness. You're outdoors, you're feeling the fresh air, and the green is the colour that heals you, and why it's so amazing and lush and like forest and trees, and it's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to just show you a little bit. I'm hoping that the lights are all right. I've not checked the lights. I am a little bit like an amateur at the lighting and all of that, so let me know if you can see. I can't see. Yeah, you can see just about. So this is my rooster. He's not quite rainbow here, and he's having a dialogue with the crown chakra now, which the crown chakra is going to be a purple emperor. Apparently purple butterfly is called the purple emperor, and what research I've done a little bit is we have heather here, and I couldn't think what heather was. I think it's calanum or something like that. Anyway, what I've done is I've kind of almost like zoomed in and then made up the kind of ish design myself at a bigger magnified view, so to speak. And I mean, when I start drawing this, I have no idea where I'm going. I just keep going with it. And just, all I got is, because I'm like at the end now, I've done all my stories and this is like the last one. So I've done like the rainbow rooster, which took a while yesterday. It took all day to do yesterday. And so you probably need a little bit of water in with this. Mix the colours like that. Hopefully you can see all right. And just go along really and just enjoy the process. I mean, I absolutely adore colour. I really love colour. Oh, I've gone a bit nervous now. Come on, get a grip. And it's okay to feel nervous on camera, she says. This brush is quite good. It came with a brush as well. I thought I'd do a bit more of lives and that on my timeline, because I don't do many lives. And then I was like, how do people get to know you if you don't show up? Do you know what I mean? Well, I've always been one to, even though I'm quite outgoing, I'm quite the one that likes to retreat a lot as well, which kind of, it's not always good. I just love being in nature. I love nature, what it does. I love art. For me, my art has been my solace, and it's not well with me, but I feel like I've never really fit in this world, to be honest. And it's not a negative, that by any means. It's just how I feel. I just feel a little bit, I guess we all do really at heart. And I guess it's all about, you know, understanding yourself. I never say understanding because it means that you're under someone. So I started looking at words a little bit more as well recently, which is quite interesting. And I guess maybe my journey is kind of looking at words more carefully, because they call it spelling, don't they? So spell, it's a spell. So when you speak, it's a spell. So I guess choose your words wisely. And I've been looking at all sorts of words at the moment. Even like shampoo. Sham, it's a sham. Poo, well, I'm not saying it is poo, but it's quite interesting when you look at it and look at words. Conditioner, condition. Yeah, it's quite interesting. And then you can make up, you know, what you will, really, in your own universe. And that's kind of how I'm going to share my story, my little inner world, really. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. So I've got a little bit of water here. Try not to use your best mugs, but sometimes needs must. What am I doing? Get this right. So I'm just trying to think what other words I've seen. Oh, like when I'll say, I speak to the birds, me. I am that woman that speaks to birds. I speak to birds. And I'll say, hello. And then I started realising there's hell in hello. So I started saying, good day to the birds. Good day to the birdies. So yeah, just looking at little, you know, words and things like that and how we say things, I guess. So I kind of not been sharing this. Actually, I've been more called not to share it. But then I was like, well, do you know what? I'm kind of like coming to the end of it now. Like I said, this is like my last one I've been doing. I've been just every single day pretty much. Apart from, I'm just trying to see where I'm going with this. So that's all my heather, which I love it actually. I really love it. It came up quite well yesterday when I was drawing it. And like I said, I am not a trained artist, by the way. I've done art ever since I was a kid. And this goes to show that you don't have to be, and this is not knocking anyone who, you know, I've got a degree or not. It just shows that you can self-teach yourself and do anything you want in life. And it's all right, people going, oh, it's all right for you. Well, I tell you what, everyone's journey is their journey. And what do they say? Choose your own hard. Well, I'm choosing my own hard, and I'm sure it will pay off. In fact, I know it's going to pay off, because this is going to be so great for lots of children. Such a lush story. And then after this, I've got like other stories that I've kind of like been shown from my lovely heart, which is going to be rather nice. So when it's almost going to be like a trilogy. Like, look at, like, well, not like Star Wars, but it's the only way I can explain it. So it's going to be like a first book, and then it's almost going to go like a, I don't know, maybe not back, but a side view. So it's then going to have, do you remember the Misterman books as well? Like, it's going to have a dialogue. So this rainbow rooster, well, it's a bit blue at the moment until it turns rainbow. And then this rainbow rooster is going to have a dialogue with the ladybird. So the ladybird that's in the story represents the root chakra. And it only has a little dialogue with it. But I've been given other stories. So it's going to be like rainbow rooster and ladybird. I don't know. I've not even named the ladybird yet. So, yeah. And then it's going to have another book, some cards, some things like that for kids, some visual aids, and a whole genre of things. So yeah, do I know what I'm doing? I have no idea. And do you know what? All I'm getting from my heart is one step at a time. So if you've ever got lost on a walk, which I did more recent, and you've ever got lost on a walk and you get your GPMS out, GPMS, that's Global People's Monetary System, so that's in my mind, which is great. Feel free to check that out as well, which is gpms.world. So thank you for universe sharing that as well. It's at www.gpms.world. Anyway, GPS, and you've got lost or something. All I got was just one step in front of the other, and trust your intuition. One step in front of the other. And I guess that's such a great analogy to life. I mean, I know it's probably been used very many times, but it's quite significant when you start realising that yourself. And it is, do we ever know where we're going in life? No. So, one step in front of another, and trust your intuition. Really, Higa. I haven't always trusted my intuition, to be honest. However, that's got to do with you trusting yourself, which is what I'm working on at the moment. Trust and faith. Trust and faith. Let's face it, you've only got you, really, haven't you? I've never been one of them that's took advice off people, having said that, so you can take this or leave it. And I'm not really advising you, I'm just sharing. Because I'm a little bit like that. Someone's told me to do something, I'll just be a bit bloody minded and not. I only really recently realised that. I guess that's why you've got to go with your own inner being and not anyone else's. Your own. All I will say is, if something keeps niggling you to do something, then it's niggling you for a reason. You know, that speaking in front of a camera that you don't want to do, or something like that. This is going to be a bit tedious, but do you know what? What I love is, what I've enjoyed about this is making the characters, actually, and I'm going to delve more into the characters as well with the other books that I'm doing. Again, once I've done this, I've got the writing to do. And am I a writer? No, not really. How do people write books? Just do it, don't they, I guess. I'm sure they probably went through the same process. Well, can I write a book? Oh, I don't know, but how do you know unless you give it a go? Did I think I could illustrate? No. Are my illustrations good enough? Yeah. That's all that matters. And then I guess for my illustrations I'll probably have to go through a process. This is like only the first draft. I've checked a little bit. I think I might have to go into Photoshop or something, because I want them all to be, well, not the same because they're all different pictures, but you know, colours and things. So yeah, I'm sure my boyfriend's just going to come in right now while I'm doing a live, and that's okay. I'm just doing a live, yeah. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Okay, thank you. He always likes to photobomb it, even if I've not done a live for a while. I guess he's not to know. Like I said, this will take a while. You can see why, like, people do time lapses, can't you? I am that kind of person though. If someone's done a video, I'll watch it all the way through. They kind of like. I've always been that person though as a kid. What was that program? Can you remember, Adrian? Where it used to go behind the scenes on how to make things. Can you remember what it was called?
Art Attack.
No, not that one. How is it made? That's it.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be a program on TV ages and ages ago, and I've always been that person that's like want to know how to make things, just because I find it interesting.
That's what creators do.
Yeah, I do. I'm very observant.
Sweetie, come on.
I've always have been as a kid,
Chrissy.
really.
Chrissy.
Still as an adult. I always want to know how something's made because I find it interesting. So anyway, back to the point. So if you've never done a book, you've never done something, and your intuition's like, but what about this? And you keep ignoring it. Well, it's showing you for a reason. As mine did. Oh, I've smudged on that, but never mind. You can cover that over. I don't worry too much about stuff. Everything can always be rectified. Oh, and we got Mr. Sunshine out. There's a surprise. Da, da, da. Probably because they're happy with me because I'm sharing. 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 Just trying to think what else I can share, really. Maybe I'll do some of these in the evening. Plenty more books where they come from. Plenty more out where this comes from. I'm always making something. In fact, actually, I took the morning off this morning. I don't know if I said that or I'm just repeating myself. I was just in nothingness this morning. And do you know what? It was so lovely. It was so nice. I could stay there, actually. So peaceful. So I've been working on my mindset for a while now, because I've been doing lots of healing, and I kind of got myself in a bit of a pickle really. So I was doing so much healing in my heart, I kind of forgot about my head. And there is some like dark stuff to release as well. And then now it's like I'm doing it so well. I'm really pleased with my mental state of mind now. Although I don't like saying mental so much. I've started even calling it not mind but brain. Because when you say mind, it's like mind. Mind what? Mind what? Again, I'm looking at words. I'm not trying to be a tit. It's just my world, my universe is showing me words. And how words are spelling, really. And that you are what you say. So I did some affirmations this morning as well. I've shared some of them on my thing. I've also shared something that's been really helping me with my mind. And that is, especially if you've got a mind that's constantly going. And I don't mind sharing it again, of course. But it's been really helping me. And that is, I willingly release all thoughts, all things that clutter up my mind, and so it is. And like really, you know, really mean it when you say it, and you'll feel a change. I mean, I actually can feel energy change in my head when I say that. And it makes such a huge difference. And if you are having a little struggle a little bit, nature's so good for being. I find nature amazing for being outside with your head. It releases it. Because you're not thinking of anything, you're just being. I guess that's the whole point of... I've smudged again, never mind. I don't know how these cooks do it. Talk and create all at the same time. I guess I'll have to get used to that, because I need to be doing courses and stuff as well. I always have like a million and one things. So I'm going through a massive creative splurge at the moment. And that's what happens. Like, you could be a little bit dry for ages, I guess, because I've been healing and stuff. And then all of a sudden it just goes wham. And now I've got like so much. I mean, since I've come back from Bulgaria, I have not stopped. And that's the thing. It's balance. It's all right doing. I didn't realise this. I can be a bit of a workaholic. I've been a bit like that in my life. But it's good to... How do you know what your next move is if you're not allowing yourself to be? Do you know what I mean? And hear yourself. There is that. Anyway, I'm just kind of wittering as I do. And a bit whistle while you work. I can't even whistle. Not at the moment, anyway. You can't whistle at the moment. Doesn't matter. You can try. I was having a right giggle yesterday, you know, you're just like, what was I talking about? Oh, I probably can't say on here, really. No, it's probably best not on TikTok. Probably boot me off otherwise. I mean, there's telling your truth, speaking your truth, and then there's speaking your truth. Do you know what I mean? I always like a little sing-song as well. Sometimes I don't. Now I'm okay now. I'm not nervous now because I've gone past it now. It's just initially, see, your nerves just go. Like now I'm not even shaking or anything. And that's actually really good that you've witnessed this on camera, because it just goes to show you can be nervous for no No reason at all. Crazy. I'm not one of them that are going to sit in front of a camera and just chat to you. I like to be, I guess, real, really. I mean, how often do you just sit and chat? Like I say, my art journey has been my everything, really. And I think I kind of derailed a little bit. So I've always felt a bit different. Not really got many friends. Well, it's not worries me. I'm quite happy with that. Actually, because this is my friend. This is my friend. Don't get me wrong, I like people. I love people. But I don't feel like I'm meant to have a friend. I think I'm meant to be everybody's friend. Do you know what I mean? Be your own best friend is probably a great analogy. My boyfriend's always saying that. Be your own best friend, and it's so true. How can you be a good friend? Be your own best friend. Anyway, again, I'm derailing somewhat, but this is my friend. This has been my friend. It's been my solace. It's been my peace. It's been it's not been, it still is. It's my joy. It's everything, really. And that's why I love art so much. And I've learnt a lot about art and how even now because it's challenging me, this is actually, because we were talking about the brain earlier, this is actually, so whenever you're growing, it assists rather in hardwiring your brain. Because what's happened with your brain is it's like a muscle. So when you're not using it as much and you're in comfortable mode, it's gone like that. It's relaxed and it's in comfortable mode. And so when you're growing and you're learning something, it starts going like that and it's hardwiring, so it's getting stronger. And that's all mental health is, really, even though I don't like saying mental because it's got a stigma attached to it. That's all mental health is. You've just got too comfortable. Your brain's gone like that and relaxed. And then now it's like you know, it's to hardwire it, so it's like strengthen that muscle. You see the difference? Like if I was to try and paint like that, it'd be like I wouldn't be able to do it, would I? And that's a bit like your brain, like, you know, oh, how can I get out of bed when I'm tired? Words are powerful, so if you keep saying you're tired, you'll be tired. Because spelling, words are a spell. And try it, honestly, I swear, if you think I'm having a laugh, try it. Oh, hang on. Sorry, beg pardon, guys. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Is that... Oh, okay. That's the joy of living on an island. So my door is unlocked because I have an art gallery in my house. And it's gone a little bit windy again. Probably because I'm not in nothingness. And yeah, so I was talking about the brain, wasn't I? So it's actually quite a good explanation, that, even, you know, as I'm saying it myself, how the brain relaxes and that's what happens. And it just sometimes does that. And you just need to strengthen it again, that's all. And you have to find your own way of strength. It's why, you know, go to the gym, it hardwires your brain, makes you stronger, fitter, healthier, feel-good factor. What people don't say about any business you have is it's not about what you do with painting and things like that, although it is a little. 95%, if not 99%, of having any business really is about you, because everything starts with you. So if your brain isn't quite as strong and you want to have a great business, then that's when it's like asking questions to yourself and how can I better? And I'm not saying anything that I don't need to be doing right myself right now. Like, I did my Dr. Joe dispenser. Thankfully my boyfriend bought a course ages ago, Dr. Joe. And it's a lovely one called Present Moment. And I'm not promoting this for him, but I highly recommend him. I mean, he's got some free stuff on YouTube, I think. Probably not meant to say that, no doubt, but sorry about that. Just speaking my truth. And do you know what? It's really, really helped. Again, though, I highly recommend. You can do nothingness outside too, which is probably better. Which I do. I'm always taking my doggies out and stuff. I'm smudged again. Well, not smudged, but hey ho. Beautiful thing about watercolours is, like, you know, you can mask it somewhat. Yeah, so just sharing along quite merrily. And maybe do some more tomorrow. I don't know. I never know what's going to come out my mouth, and I guess that's what it is. I was nervous about going live because I feel like, you know, well, I don't know what's going to come out, do I? I'm not one of them that's got like a script and I'm going to go, oh, I'm going to talk about this. I feel compelled to talk about this, and this. Guess I'm building myself up. And I said I was going to do it a couple of weeks ago, and actually I didn't. Well, I did, but I've had other things to do. Like I said, I've just been cracking on with this. Busy in my shop, making things for my shop. I've kind of not stopped really. Nice. It's actually quite relaxing. Did you know that? This is, I mean, it could be somebody's worst thing to do, but I'm really enjoying the process of this. Like, every stroke is a stroke of the heart. Yes, I like that. Every stroke is a stroke of the heart. That's so nice. Oh, we've got sunshine out. Sunshine. Sunshine on a rainy day. Makes my soul drift, drift away. Can't remember who sang that now. Can't get done for copyright because it's my voice. Thank you very much. My universe does that, comes up with songs. So if I, like when I'm in high vibration, and there's another thing about vibration, don't ever think that you're not in high vibration. Just presume you're always in high vibration. Because it's not all about bumping around and, you know, jumping around. Like now, I'm in good vibration because I'm enjoying myself. So everything's magnified. And bearing in mind this is a little kiddie's book. So I can be as daft as I want to be, which is pretty amazing. I can put like little googly eyes on and all sorts. Do you know what I mean? Which I love. I am Peter Pan, kind of like never grew up. And I kind of like it. I've started really embracing who I am now. I'm not saying fully, you know, still got lots of things to work on, but embrace who you are because, like I say, you've only got you, really. Oh, look. Oh, I've got that little bit to do as well. And that's the, I like that pink. It's hot pink. It's rather hot pink. You'd probably call it. Don't know how hot it is, but hey ho. did my daughter's bedroom a pink like that. It's like, oh my word, it's like bubblegum. Amazing. Amazing. La 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 la. I don't know where Muppet shows come from. That's funny. Oh my daisies. Oh my daisies. Oh my daisies. Do you know what? If it's nice tomorrow, I'm going to go on a little jaunt. So I went to the Isle of Ling last week, which was beautiful. It was a bit weird. It was a bit like a day like this. Kind of couldn't decide. Rain, bit of sunshine, bit of rain, bit of sunshine. But you know what? I had the most loveliest time. Met this lovely lady on the island with a little shop there. And she was so talented. She made like sea glass jewelry. I got on quite well with her actually. I do with most people really, let's face it. You know, I get on with most people because, let's face it, if you're kind to people, then you're only going to get kindness back, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? If you're going to be a little bit of a, can't say the word, then what do you expect? I always think that, like, you know, everyone's your mirror image. If you're going to be nasty to someone and you're wondering why they're being nasty back, then you're just mirroring you, really. Look at that! So the reason why I've left them white was, so I was trying that out yesterday and I did a pink and I thought, oh, maybe like a bit of a contrast and stuff. And then my own natural intuition just kicked in at a different level. I've never done that before. So I'm really grateful that that did that yesterday. And I was like, oh, what if I leave a little bit out of the, you know, the natural white that's the background? And I was like, it kind of almost looks like something's shining on it. You know, like a different colour. I know what I mean. You probably notice it more once I finish this anyway. And I don't know, I'm going to probably crack on with this. Maybe do a bit of a time-lapse video. So if you want to follow me, feel free, or check my bio out and that as well. So I've got lots of art that I do, so still feel free to check my bio out. Follow me. And you don't want to follow me, that's fine. That's fine. I'm cool with whatever. But if you like lots of different versions of art, then you kind of get that here. Again, like I say, I'm all self-taught, so it's kind of quite interesting. What I've come to realise on this journey, I don't know if I did say or not, so because I can't remember. You can't remember sometimes what I say after I've said it. So it's like I can't remember what I'm going to say totally now. That's it. I can't, it's totally gone. Oh, that's bizarre. The present moment for you. I've forgotten. Just as well. Hey ho. I can't remember. What? Right, okay, I can remember. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. That's kind of nice. That's it. That's a bit of a shine on it. That's bizarre. Have you ever done that? I've done that loads of times. Been talking. I used to do it years ago. And I used to forget what I was going to say. Now this is for a totally different reason now. Because I've moved on. Probably not meant to say it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm singing songs like that. I love singing. I love all sorts of singing. Do you know what I was doing yesterday? I was in such a funny, joyful mood, and I was like to my boyfriend, I'm like, I was doing a monkey, and I was like, do you want to see my monkey? Because you've never seen my monkey. I'm not doing it on camera. I mean, I probably will at some point, but I'm just building my confidence up. a little bit on here, and I'm sure I'm good to go. Won't take me long. I'll be doing full monkey impressions very soon. Totally. Why not? Whole world needs a little bit of monkey madness. Monkey madness. Monkey is funky. Monkey funky. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Do you know, purple is not one of the colours I like very much. And on this journey, I've come to realise that purple violet is your best friend. And if you're on your lovely journey of healing pathway and wanting to know how to, or you're quite a sensitive being, and you know, you get sick of like feeling drained and stuff. Something I do, like especially if I go in a shop. You can violet flame it. Imagine violet flame just as you walk through the door and hitting every aspect of the room. That's it. And that'll assist. You can pour violet flame down as if it's a waterfall from your head going all the way through your body. And then call back. Clear all cords. It's a bit woo-woo this, I know. But, you know, you can take it or leave it. Trust me. I've been sapped most of my life, but not anymore. And call back all your own energies back to you as well. I love that. Look at that. It's amazing. I can't wait to finish the rest of this now. It's almost like once you start, you can't stop. It's a bit like, you know, an advert for something, isn't it? Once you pop, you can't stop. Once you pop, you can't stop. That'll be me in a couple of months. Once you start talking and doing lives on camera, you'll not be able to stop. The thing is, the moment you get comfortable anyway, the universe is like, a bit too comfy now, I need to bring something else your way. La 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 la. Like, yeah, alright then. Like when I opened my shop up a couple of years ago, I literally sat down, it only was about a week, something like that. And my little voice inside me went like, you handled that pretty well. I was like, what next? I was like, no thanks. And that's why my universe got a little bit, you know, tougher on me. As you'll see down my timeline, I ended up sleeping in my car, sleeping in a shop. It's not funny actually, it was quite stressful. But I tell you what, it did have to give me a kick up the backside in lots of different ways. Lots of different ways. So don't wait till that happens. It's like today, I know. Anyway, I'm not going to share that because that's not my business to share. So, but, you know. It's one of them. Sort more out. I just have so many different ideas. I'm like, I don't know which one to do first. So all I'm getting at the moment is just concentrate on this book. Because I've got enough stock at the moment. Because I've been hard at it since I came back from Bulgaria. It was only like maybe 5-6 weeks ago. I've not stopped making stuff. And so I've not stopped making stuff. And so if you're interested, let me know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I like to call them visual houses now, because I find not everyone has a great visualization. And And I just find it's a bit of fun. It's great. And if it goes all right, it's not about, you know, making loads of dosh. It's more about inspiring someone on their journey, really, more than anything. Because, I mean, we all need a little bit of support right now. And I think it's quite nice that you can have some fun at the same time. It's hilarious. Like when I had a group on a different platform, I had a kiddies group. And I'd like to get back to that actually, because, well, I'm a bit of a kid. And every time I was trying to be organised, I'd fall off a chair or something. Do you know what I mean? Always kind of went a bit belly up. Belly up. Belly up. Kind of like that. La la la. I love being in my art space. Even for me, I can feel like my own heart and how very tranquil it is. It's lovely. I don't know. Like in nothingness, I had a lot of like realizations, and I had a really nice moment today. I was just cloud watching while I was in bed, because like I've got like Velux windows in my bedroom, and I was like, oh my days, I stopped looking at clouds like from first thing in the morning. I mean, I always do like my, you know, gratitude and things like that. More in nothingness today, even though I'm doing this. I've done it for about 3 hours. I right enjoyed it. So if you've never been in nothingness and like you're like, I couldn't be in nothingness, you want to, I tell you what, don't knock it until you try it. Because if you've had a chattering mind like I have, you'll embrace that solitude. Trust me. Nothing like it. I could stay there. I think my boyfriend's got music on, so it's way in the background, TikTok. I don't think you can even know where it is anyway. Anyway, flowers, I shall leave it at that now. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, CJ, Francesca. Sorry for saying it. And Crazy YT. I'm really grateful for you, well, sharing our journeys together. So sending you lots of love. Feel free if you want to follow me, and I'll probably do one of these, I don't know, pretty soon, I would imagine. Sending you lots of love. Bye bye.